Well, hey, hello, howdy, how is it going? Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Oh no, we're all out of whack. Hold on. We're way too zoomed in. There we go. Hello. How are we doing? Are you all enjoying your weekday? I have exciting news. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we're multi-streaming, or trying to multi-stream. So you're gonna have to give me some leeway here, okay? We are multi-streaming, both Twitch and YouTube. So this will be interesting. I've never done this before. If you're newer here, I usually stream on Twitch on Wednesdays and Fridays. But today I was like, I'm not going to be around on Friday. We're going to be out of town. So I was like, oh, I should not do that. And I should just do one like big stream on Wednesday with both groups. So I want to see how this goes. And if it works and we like it, we'll continue doing that in the future. I think that's fair. We good with that? The challenge is to find a build that doesn't make guns look like shit. Hello, it is a live stream. Yes, we are doing live streams. You have just the chats sharing the same screen. I wonder if I can show. Let me here, let me do this and do like a display capture, and let me see if I can swap to the other screen real quick. Hold on. That's what it looks like for me. I'm reading two chats. Again, it's all fucked. Hold on. There we go. That's kind of what it looks like for me. It's just Twitch chat here, YouTube chat here, and then kind of basing it between the two and trying to find a happy medium. So it's going to be confusing. You're just going to have to give me some time to kind of work around all of that, because it is a bit much. But I'll get used to it, I think. And we'll just have to keep pinballing back and forth. But we'll see how it goes. Today, we are gonna do just basic stuff. I'm not really gonna do anything crazy. There's no epic, insane turbo challenge or stuff like that. It's just, I want to, I haven't really spent any time with Build 42 outside of maybe 1 or 2 Twitch streams. And then the CDDA run I think last week or 2 weeks ago. So it's been a while. So I kind of wanted to just get back into the swing of things with this, and this kind of seemed like a good way to do it. So I threw on a mod list. It looks like a lot. It's really not. About a third of the mods on here are just cars. So it's really not that crazy of a mod list. I'll post a link to it after the stream, because I didn't have time to create a collection beforehand. So that'll all get posted after the stream. If you're watching from Twitch right now, that will all go on the second channel. I'll have it linked in the... Like, it'll be in the description on the second channel as well, in that video. So, I just wanted to mess around. So that's the mod list. You know, pause the stream if you want to. Take a picture real quick. Draw some googly eyes with it. I heard they destroyed Rosewood. I haven't been to Rosewood since they fixed it, or, like, added to it. Muldra, I spent a lot of time in. West Point, I haven't yet. Riverside, I haven't. But I figured Echo Creek would be a good start, because I heard that's just like the casual start now. That's the new Rosewood. So I figure we'll start here. And then we'll kind of just work our way down into Irvington. Mess around for a bit, have some fun. I have a new build I was kind of messing with during the CDDA streams on Twitch. And it was that carving build. And I want to try to see if I can flesh that out a little bit more. Because I think late game it's going to be deadly. But I couldn't quite get it down. So ThatGuyPredz, about me having the finals in it. To see the finals on a stream. Yet to see the finals on a stream. I'm sorry, we will do some more final stuff. I rage uninstalled it like a couple weeks ago. So, go West Point. Spawn Rosewood, speedrun the prison. But like the build I want to go with here is more of like... I'll just show you. I'll kind of show you what I'm thinking of. So first we'll do the settings. I haven't really... It looks like a lot, I know, but I'll promise I'll walk through it. I haven't really adjusted too much. So like transmission, saliva only, I've typically always played that way. Infection, mortality, instant, again, typically always played that way. Sight and hearing, I don't like zombies to have eagle and pinpoint hearing at random, so I keep that off. Drag down I turned off because it can be a little bit buggy. Same with zombie lunge, can be a little bit buggy. Everything else is respawn hours I ramped up to a week. That's about it though. You know what? Let's put some music on too. Okay. Respawn hours just ramped up to a week. Everything else is the same. Loot, I didn't touch anything with. World, it's again, looks like a lot, it's really not. Infinite gas pumps, I've always run it that way. Light bulb span, I know light bulbs are more important now. I used to just max this out, but they are, I know, like, you need a flashlight now at night. So I figured 5 would be a good medium between 1 and 1,000. And then we'll just, you know, collect some batteries along the way. I think that's pretty fair. Food spoilage, I always go slow, and refrigeration, I always go very high. I'm never going to do no decay, and I'm never going to do very slow. But I think I found this works the best. This allows you to freeze stuff for like a month or two, which is typically what I like to do. Into nature. Farming speed, I ramped up to 2.5. I don't like waiting multiple months to get crops. Compost time, again, a week. That's really it. I don't think I changed anything else. Darkness during night, I always set to bright. During streams specifically. For videos, I usually keep that normal, but for streams, obviously, it's a big factor. We get into some messy stuff down here, but meta, generator consumption, 0.25. I don't like spending a lot of my time doing gas and fuel runs. I found that a quarter works best for me, because that's about every month you need to make a fuel run, but you're not making one every 2 to 3 days. Corpse removal I turned down. These settings right here are more so just leftovers from build 41 that I'm bringing with me. I think a lot of you guys will see these are familiar. The corpse removal, 3 days. Blood splat, you know, blood levels are low. Blood splat is a week. Maggots only spawn in corpses. And the meta knowledge list I just kept fully revealed because I was going to run the has been read mod anyway. And that's basically what this one is. So I think this works, ties all together a little bit better. And then minimap on, just because we're not really doing any challenge runs, and I can learn the map a little bit better that way. Character. This one gets messy, but I think I found a good, like, medium, like a good compromise with everything. I'll never turn off muscle strain because I get that's just what this game is going to be now going forward. So I'll never turn it off. I put it at 0.8. Same with discomfort, 0.8. So you still feel it. It's just not destructible, I guess. Is like I don't know how to explain it. It's just a little bit less. You know what I mean? Just a little less. Clothing degradation slow because shoes get deleted after, like, you step on glass 3 times. So, rear vulnerability medium because I've had a lot of instances where there's invisible zombies in build 42. So, just one tier below that to kind of work through that. Literature cooldown days, it's 90 by default. I set it to a month because I'm a book nerd and I will read the same book after a month. It doesn't take me 3 months to get old from a book, so that made sense to me. And then reverted these settings because I think these are the 2 stupidest additions in build 42. Max dismantling level is 10, maximum media XP is 10. We're not going to hinder ourselves because of a choice of all time, I guess is the way to say it. And then XP, the only tweaks to XP are strength and fitness at 3, nimble at 2.5. I think that's pretty good. Strength actually could probably go up to like 7, 8, or 9. You won't really notice. But I've been going a high fitness and like 6 strength in between. And anything above 3, it kind of feels like 6 to 7 levels a bit too quickly for strength. But that's how I think we're going to work. Vehicles, nothing. Livestock, I set stat reduction speed to slow and breeding season off. Because I don't want to have to wait several months to, like, watch 2 cows fuck. if that makes sense. Common sense, I left alone. Prox inventory, I left alone. Firearms, I left, like, all the mods I left alone. And also lightsabers, because they're lightsabers and those are cool. So I put those in. Oh, real quick, I probably should. Hold on, I'm going to put... Hold on. Because of this, it may take longer for me to read chat. And then we copy that message and we paste and then we pin indefinitely. And then we're going to go over to here and we're going to do the same thing. Just so, like, again, multi-streaming, very new to this. It's going to take me some time to be able to bounce back and forth between the chats. So apologies if it takes a few extra minutes to kind of get through everything. But that's, you know, we'll get there. We'll get there. Come to Brazil? No. Can we ban Mortis? Oh god. All right. Builds. Here's the CDDA build that I was working with. And then I think we went okay, let me walk through this because it seems like a lot. I don't like Fear of Blood though. So I have to figure something else out. But it's basically revolving or relying on the Whittler trait and baseball player. For late game, and I'll explain it. So you have your gymnast for your nimble boost, you have your fast learner, your athletic, again, like 9 fitness, and then what, 5 strength? Works this way. Wakeful, outdoors, dexterous, cat's eyes. Cat's eyes is a must-have now, but just in general, like, this is kind of the... Oh, you know what, I should probably record this. Okay, so. Build. Agoraphobic, conspicuous, prone to illness, slow healer, weak stomach, cowardly, slow reader. A lot of these same negative traits I used to run in 41. I do stack agoraphobic with cowardly because you're all like, if you're, I go for agoraphobic instead of claustrophobic because claustrophobic limits where you can sleep in houses. You can't just go into a random house and knock out there for the night. You have to have like a warehouse or a large open area. Agoraphobic, you're gonna get panicked outdoors anyway while fighting, so it just made the most sense to also stack that. And then again with cowardly, same thing, you're gonna be panicked anyway, so getting panicked at a faster rate isn't really gonna make that much of a difference. Conspicuous, I never have minded a lot of zombies, so that goes there. Prone to illness, again, I always stack these two together just because my zombification is going to be instant. Prone to disease. If you get sick, I feel like sickness still, even in build 42, you can sleep off in a few hours. So I'm not very concerned about it. Slow healer, I've always rocked with. Weak stomach, I've always rocked with because I don't eat burnt food or poison food or anything like that. And then slow reader is a nullifier because I can speed up time. Cat's eyes, dexterous, outdoors, wakeful have been the big 4 for build 42 for me. I used to just rock dexterous and outdoors. Adding these two on, I mean, cat's eyes is a must, we just said that, but wakeful has been so nice to work with. And then the rest of the build, obviously a fast learner, athletic are kind of the go-to still. The only real changes come with gymnast, baseball, and Whittler. If you guys have played a lot of build 42, you know that like with the Whittler, or not just with the Whittler trait, but with the carving in general, you can craft baseball bats at the end, which is very OP. So my thought with this build was start with 2 levels in carving, get the XP boost with carving, tag that with fast learner, find some books, get an early start, max carving as quickly as possible, and then snowball that into long blunt where I can make my own baseball bats and just frag late game because I have the fitness boost. The strength will come in time. But that's kind of my plan, is to just farm the carving strat, or the carving skill, and kind of snowball that into long blunt and use that going forward. Worst case, I will always just fall back to lumberjack and farm axes, especially in like multiplayer servers where loot. Sorry, coughing fit. Where loot respawns, I will just run lumberjack, go axeman, and be happy. And I think what we'll do is we'll just go thin-skinned and use that and sneak in with a... Can we go high thirst to go 4? And grab an organized? Or we could get rid of both of these. Go brawler. And then like light eater. Actually, I think I'm just gonna do that. I think that'll work. That'll be our build. I think we're good with that, right? And we'll play as Lawrence from Office Space, because he's been my favorite character so far. Have you played Schedule 1? I have not. I have not. It looks like a lot of fun. Yeah, I don't know. I just never really had time to... I was like in the middle of like crunch time when the game came out, and now if I was to get into it now where it's dying out, I don't think it would do very well. If it bleeds, it dies. Hello, Liv. How are you doing? Good to see ya. I'm going to give us at least 12 hours of stream today, right? How about 5? Is 5 okay? I think we'll do some Zomboid, and then, I mean, YouTube doesn't know, but Twitch knows if they looked at the schedule. But we'll do maybe 3.5 hours of multi-streaming, and then we'll go do some a new thing that's I'll announce at 3:30. Deal? Why can I not? I can't like right click on this anymore. Hold on. I just want it on permanent. I can't like right click it anymore. Oh well. That's fine. I'm not gonna stress over that. Kitchen knife. Okay, so here's what the build looks like at first. It is just 1 in long blunt, 2 in carving, 9 fitness, 5 strength, 1 light foot, 1 nimble. Obviously, nimble is huge for that XP boost as well. And then we have the additional boost down from Sandbox Settings. Oh, and you know what? Can we get the stiller now? I'm gonna drop the gun right away because that's used for like testing, and I don't need to test anything right now. Well, nothing that I'm doing right now is going to rely on a gun. Can we get a backpack? No. Take a book though. Okay. I've been told stepping on glass nukes shoe durability well, not every time I've died, but I would say the first like 3 or 4 deaths with build 42 for me were from my shoes dissolving under my feet without any player warning, and then I just die. Has a hotkey for toggle, not sure if it was numpad 0. You're the best. Thank you. Really enjoyed your Zomboid videos. Great storytelling. Thank you, Martin. Haven't played Build 42 yet. Last played PZ like a year ago. Still want to get back into it. You're probably good to wait. If you're playing more casual, you're probably good to wait a few more months. There's still some pretty big issues with 42 unstable. You guys would be so proud of me. I'm starting to get the hotkey down for click to walk. Has nimble leveling changed? I haven't done any. You're probably better off watching a Rhett video for that, because I do not know. I just know that in general it sucks, so I spammed up the... Well, I doubled the XP gains for it, so... Is this all just like farm country over here? Gotta be, right? Oh, actually, we don't need these right now. It's like a rake though.
Good shit.
How OP would it be if you could kick in this game?
How OP would it be if you could kick in this game? Good question, Frank. Thank you for the $5. Let me fix the alert box because it's all out of whack. And I don't know what I did, but everything's out of whack right now. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know. I can see it being like very bad, if that makes sense. Like I could also just see it being so buggy if you could just kick. I'd be kicking in players' doors in multiplayer. It'd be Spartan kicking everyone. The kick only run. Maybe I should have done Rosewood because there's just not gonna be much over here. Have you tried the smithing? No, not yet. I've heard it's really bad, which is what led me to carving. I heard smithing was hot garbage. Take that. Can we do the scratch ticket? What did we get? What did we get? Game's stupid. Do want to play it anyway. Oh, hell yeah. We'll take fanny packs. We'll take fanny packs. We're very powerful. It took so long to kill them. We don't really need anything because it's summer, right? A digital watch would be nice. We don't need a timer. Nothing. Did I go high thirst? Is this going to be... Is high thirst really bad now? Like, I know it's nerfed and, like, not great, but is it really, like, bad? That feels like it's bad. They need to make fanny packs hold a little bit more. Holds 2. It's always held 2, hasn't it? I always put like my medical supplies in there. Yeah, high thirst is not that. I mean, we'll track it a little bit more, but that might have to be removed, and then we'll just have to do. If anything, I would remove that and then just remove organized and go something less. We'll head north. I feel like it was 5. No, I thought it was always 2. I could have sworn it's always been 2. Either's is bad if you're running a low strength build. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's a problem. That's a low strength build right there. So, okay. Good to know. It's fine. This is why we test. The gaslighting is insane. It's always been 2 with inventory perk. Oh, like with the organized trait? Yeah. Oh, I mean, organized has always been on my builds. Favorite PZ and Kenchi player in the world. I love you too. Mwah, mwah, mwah. God, I hate low strength. I'm gonna turn game volume up a little bit though. There we go. Let's get loud. Maybe a little too loud. There. I'm itching for Kenchi too, aren't we all? We'll have, you know what? We'll do a Kenchi stream Friday. By the way, I've been working on something, and it's time to start the playthrough on it. I think. Really, it's not. I could probably wait another month, but it's time. So we'll do a Kenchi stream Friday. That'll probably be YouTube exclusive. For the Twitch viewers. Sorry. But that'll probably be what we do. Kenchi does not seem to have... Uh-oh. It does not seem to have an audience on Twitch at all. And it'll be earlier in the day as well, by the way. It'll probably be around... Actually, probably around this time. We're leaving in the afternoon. Going up north for the weekend. I hear you up here. I'm just not gonna go up there. We are his side chicks. You guys kind of... you know what? No. I stream on Twitch way more than I stream on YouTube now. You are the main. You're just like... an ugly man. I'm kidding. You're kind of just like whores. No. No, I'll say that. I'll say it'll be YouTube because I won't have time. Like, I'm leaving. I'll leave like right after the stream ends. So I won't have time to like edit down, like, cause for the YouTube audience, I'll stream 5 hours Wednesdays and probably 5 to 7 on Fridays on Twitch. And what I do is immediately after the stream, I trim down those streams to like an hour to an hour and a half VOD, and I put those on the second channel. If I go Friday, like for the stream Friday, I'm leaving at like if I stream till 3, we're leaving at 3:30. So that's not enough time for me to trim a 5-hour stream down, upload it to the VODs channel, and put a thumbnail on and schedule it. But on YouTube, I can just... YouTube will auto place the ads for me. It'll do everything. I can just leave it. Like, it'll just be up after. Baldur's Gate 3 when? Good question. Probably never on stream. I have too many games to get to. I can take the car keys? Oh, fuck. Just reading. No. I haven't been vibing with cars much lately, which is why I tried to put some cooler mods on. I've just kind of been liking the Nomad running around strat. No, because even if I have the key for the car, that car's engine was probably shot and or out of gas. You have a backpack on you? No, you do not. Okay, now we're at a literal crossroads because I don't really know where I am. So we're just gonna take the road for a bit. We'll just take the road. But yes, okay, so you know what? We've been talking about this for a while. Both streams, I would like some input on this. I get like, while we're walking and I have time to just talk about this kind of stuff, I probably get 20 to 30 emails a week that are like indie developers soft launching their games. And they'll send me keys, right? Which is cool, it's fine. I very rarely, if ever, get to like actually try out the games or show them off or like make videos on them, like, and I mean very rarely. Like I said, if I get like 20 to 30 emails a week, I probably maybe 1 or 2 games a year out of literal thousands. So what I would like to do as a way to kind of like give those devs a little bit more of a platform while also like streaming and stuff, if we kind of get to a point with Twitch, because again, I've only been streaming on Twitch for like a month now, but if we can kind of get to a point where we're, you know, getting over, maybe if we get like half the numbers we get on YouTube, I would like to do like a Monday add a Monday stream on once per week, where we can pick one of those games that the indie devs send me, and I'll get some keys from them, and we can play it on stream for like 2 or 3 hours, and then whoever likes it, we can just give out keys and do like giveaways every Monday. We can just pick one of the games and then play through it for 2 hours, give some feedback to the devs, and then give out the keys to whoever would like them. What are our thoughts on that while we kind of march around? Because that's what seemed like a good idea to me, but also like it's a hard sell for devs if you go, yeah, but also like you're only gonna get 20. Like they'll be like, well, why don't you want to stream on YouTube for it? Because if on YouTube I can get like 300 concur, like 200 to 300, but Twitch I'll get like, I don't even know what we're at on Twitch. What, like, yeah, like 70's good for Twitch. Like, thank you all for watching, love you all. My average Twitch concurrent is like 40, so like I'm trying to figure out a way I can do both. So like if I can multi-stream to both, I would like to do that. And then what we can do is show off the game for 2-3 hours and then play or then give some keys out, like 3-4 keys out, and that'll just be like a Monday night thing. I really don't know. Hold on. I don't even know where I am right now. I think I messed up. I know I'm on the highway. If I gotta be... No, I know where I am. Okay. I know where I am. We're nearing, if I would have just kept going straight here, I would have ended up by, like, what, Dick Pond? Phallus Lake, or whatever it's called. I know where we are. I'll literally watch anything you're streaming when I'm awake. Love you, Ira. As I'm dying of thirst. I'm really not enjoying the new I Thirst. Any servers still going on? No. I shut down my Zomboid servers in January, and I think February or March was the members one. No, I shut both of them down. I might do another one when B42 launches, but it won't be anything crazy. For those who've been watching the Valheim streams on Twitch, we've been talking about launching like a Valheim server for a few weeks or like a month or two and just kind of playing through. So I might do something like that in the future and just have have like one server that we play through for like a month or two and then swap to a new game every couple months. So that's an option, but I probably won't keep servers up the way I did for the last few years, because that was just a lot. Any idea when Build 42 launches? No. Like, no clue. Not the stable version. We need a chat so YouTube can see us. I'll figure out. I know there's a bot for it. I'll figure out a way to do that, guys. Indie Monday? Yeah, something like that would be really cool, right? Yeah, because I know, so for combining the chats, guys, sorry. Stream Elements used to have that, but it's against Twitch terms of service, so they had to remove it, I think. But I'm pretty sure there's a bot that I can get that will post, like, the Twitch chats in the YouTube chat. So I'll look into getting that. New 24-hour stream when? If we get to a point where we are averaging, like, 150, 200 concurrent on Twitch, we'll talk about doing another 24-hour stream. Otherwise, I think I try to do one a year, because they're pretty cool. Maybe we'll do, like, a little subathon again and try to figure out, like, what we can do with that would be entertaining. There's gotta be a sink over here, right? I know there was a watermelon. There was a watermelon over here. You can just eat that. There we go. You. Oh no. We have no way to smash the watermelons. All right, we'll just put those in our bag for now. Do I have any? Just a creamsicle? Really, no sink in these? Gotta be connected to something though, right? Showing both chats on screen, maybe it's changed. So I think you can show both chats, but like you can't combine them on. I don't know the specifics of it. I'm sorry. Like I really don't. But I know there was some gripe about it. Oh damn! I was hoping that would be some sort of water. But do we just die here? No, a sink. I found you. My beloved. Delirious Predz is the best bread. Was there a sledge? Yes, there was a sledge. I didn't grab it because of my my weight or my carrying capacity. There was a sledge though. I just don't really see, like, I'm already at capacity basically. But I guess I could, what? I can crush the watermelon with a sledge, can't I? Like fucking Mike McCarthy. Just smash a bunch of watermelons and use those for food. We'll try that. Can I not sleep in these anymore? No. Open the produce boxes. Once I can find a place to sleep. Can I be sneaky here? YouTube is superior. I think Twitch has the better streaming. YouTube, I make, like, in terms of, like, revenue, I make way more off of YouTube streams than Twitch streams, but I enjoy Twitch streams. The interface is so much nicer. There's so much more you can do with it. There's so many more plugins. There's so much, like, so many games have Twitch plugins with them, too. Like, where you can control, like, what happens in, like, just integrations. YouTube doesn't have any of that. Could also forge a stone. Oh, I guess I could have. We'll do that once we wake up. Twitch has better UI, but the bitrate is very limiting. Yes, so perfect example. I stream at 5600 bitrate on Twitch. I stream at 15,000 on YouTube. Sounds like YouTube cope. I like that. The YouTube chat, you guys, I know you can't see, but the Twitch chat is basically just being like, it's just them being like, yeah, Twitch is so much better, fuck you guys. The whole time. And then Ice Gaming with the reasonable take of like, well, Twitch is questionable. At best. Yeah. That was just funny. I don't know what any of that is. Just as a viewer, YouTube is better than Twitch. I think... I really don't know. Like, I don't watch a lot of streamers. I watch my friends stream. And even then, like, I'll put them on in the background while I edit or while I'm recording. I don't really watch streams in, like, in my free time, so I'm probably not the best person to give an opinion on that. But just from a streamer perspective, Twitch feels way better than YouTube for me. YouTube's getting there, but Twitch just feels way better. There's not going to be anything in these. Someone said this during the CDDA streams. It does really feel... I didn't really, like... No, I didn't have an opinion on it at the time. It does really feel like the military, like the barracks here, just all over the map, are very weak now. There's, like, no items here ever. Do I have any? I have a crowbar, don't I? Hate that these barracks have nothing anymore. Yeah, exactly. So it's... I'm glad I'm not the only one that feels that way now. For a viewer, Twitch has better chat, but that's it. Okay, that's good to know. I know Twitch ads are very annoying. I like YouTube better, but I'm here because I threw a Prime sub because Valheim. Hell yeah. We stand Valheim. I was going to do we were going to do the mountains today. But then I was like, I don't want to do Valheim. Like, I've been doing a lot of survival craft games recently. And you'll see in a few weeks on YouTube. But, yeah. I just needed a break.
Yep, just go to our Kickstarter page. Okay, nice, idiot. Fuck you. Bye-bye.
Blama. Thank you for the Prime. Take to watch. Oh, good point, good point. Well, let's drink water first. You ever venture into YouTube Shorts live? No, I know Beaver streams on there. He like multi-streams his he has like a vertical stream and a Twitch stream. I considered doing it for my my second channel because the VODs from Twitch go up on there anyway. So I was like, oh, maybe I should do that on the second channel. But also, like, I don't really make shorts or like TikToks or anything. Like, I have a clips channel. It has 45 subs. I don't promote it at all. I haven't posted on it in months. I just don't make them. But I know for like people who do make shorts and stuff, like it has multi-streaming too that has been amazing for their channel. Like I think Beaver was like he like doubled his Twitch concurrent viewers once he started doing that. Like he dominated with it. So it definitely works if you know how to do it right. I just don't really post like short content, so it doesn't really make sense for me to do it. Yeah, if I ever start streaming a little bit more, like if Twitch starts turning up for me, within the next couple, like year or two maybe, I might start getting into shorts a bit more, but it would be on its own channel. I'm not gonna put shorts on this channel. It's not worth it for them to invest in better YouTube streaming because it won't improve their income anymore. Now it's good enough. Yeah, they got their piece of the pie. It's passable. Like, YouTube streaming isn't bad. It's just never going to beat something like Twitch. The best thing for YouTube is that the VODs are just posted after. So, like, I just need to make a thumbnail. So, like, for this stream, I don't, like, on Twitch, I record separately while I stream, and then I trim that footage down to, like I said, from 5 hours to, like, an hour, and then I upload it on the second channel with a new thumbnail. With YouTube, it's just, I stream, and then I shut down the stream, and everything's done. It's already up.
Yeah, that's good shit.
Shorts last for 3 minutes now.
Shorts last for 3 minutes now? Wow, that's not very short then anymore, is it? It's kind of getting into long form. But thank you for the $5, Frank. Is it preferred to stream with 2 PCs or possibly using 1? I think it depends. For 99% of people, 1 is perfectly fine. I stream on 1. I don't stream to 2. I'm not doing anything crazy though, and I think most people aren't doing anything crazy on stream that requires 2 PCs. It's longer than half the Retinaru vids. He's gotta be the most underrated, like, Zomboid YouTuber, right? Can we all agree on that? It's just the go-to for all information. Oh, there we go. Hold on. Because these glasses aren't doing shit for me. I might have to... Let's slice some watermelon. 30. Okay. Alright, how much can we fit? That's not good. Quick, cram the rest into the fanny pack. Let's go ahead. What are we at for... We're already losing. I mean, we're not gonna get much food out of the watermelon. Like hunger-wise, we're still gonna lose weight. What was the satchel? How much was that? 15? That's gonna help a ton. Okay, I think I'm good on food. Could use another weapon or two, but also I'm pretty encumbered. No, my creamsicle's melted. We'll just continue exploring. What do you think when Build 42 will be released? 6 months or a year? Probably more closer to 6 months than a year, I would think. Brought me to Beaver's Twitch because I couldn't see his full screen on Shorts format. There you go. Take the digital watch, the Twine. Looking good. I'd love if I could just find like a duffel bag. Okay, that's fine. It's already... It's 11 p.m., but it still looks bright as shit out. And I know that's because my brightness is set to bright, but on darkness during the night. But that is kind of funny. Oh, I hear movement. So I need to get thread now. Don't I need like if I can type? Isn't it like pick? What the hell? What do I need to type to get thread? Because I know it's not like just regular ripping clothes anymore. You need level 1 tailoring. Yeah, but don't you need like you have to like pick through something for thread now? It's not just. There we go. Yeah, pick thread. You need a needle and a rag. Or not a rag, but like you can use rags to get thread out of them. Okay. But we need level 1 tailoring first, which requires thread. Okay. This is like when an entry job requires 5 years of experience. A gun case. You test out how horrible shotguns are. Cut sleeves off of shirts to get level 1 tailoring. Okay. Can you still animation cancel? Yes. Yes, you can. You have to shorten pants, skirts, and socks or something. It's awful. That sounds so stupid. Do you put Twitch links at the end of your videos? I don't remember. I do. They're in the descriptions of all of my videos. And I also have been plugging them at the start now. Like, we've grown on Twitch. We've put on, like, 1,500 followers in a month. We've been cruising. Yeah, it's just gonna take time. It's not a bug, it's a feature. Yeah, at some point, bugs just become features. They absolutely butchered shotguns. I've heard. I'm gonna leave the shotgun there because I don't really want to focus on guns. There's no real benefit I can have with them right now. Look how far we've traveled. And we have half of a running level. Good. Oh, we can just eat this. Can't send memberships on mobile. That's so dumb. But speaking of that, I can send memberships, I think, right? I can... On YouTube, I can. That is one thing that's really nice. You know what? Point for YouTube over Twitch. Granted, I need to pause, go into my stream from like a viewer's perspective and do it. I can't just do it from the YouTube dashboard, which is dumb. But if I open up my stream, oh, you can hear me, and then I go show your support, and then I go membership gifting, I get 10 free memberships. Oh, Iro, thank you for the 10. There you go. Oh, Iro will do it for me, apparently. Thank you, Iro, for the 10 tier 1 gifts. Mwah, mwah, mwah. My sugar daddy. I will match that on YouTube because I get to do it for free. But don't worry, I'll do it again. There we go. I'm gonna mute the alerts though because that's gonna get very annoying because I think it does that for every person. Whereas like on Twitch, it'll just say, Ira, you gifted 10, which is awesome. Thank you. Mwah. But if I do YouTube and I gift 5 memberships, it does the membership notification for every person. So it's just gonna be the COD Zombies round start sound for like 10 people. Yes, everyone on Twitch tell Ira thank you. He's a god. Are we going back? Oh no, this is just the way we came. We keep going forward. What's the first thing you guys would do if a zombie apocalypse was to start tomorrow? Frankie, thank you for the $5. Head north. Because I live in a state where, like, up north is the middle of nowhere. We have family that lives up north, and those towns are, like, 10 people. I would head north. With as much shit as I can fit in the back of our Chevy Equinox. Yeah, most people would probably... we talked about this before, where it was like the amount... someone was like, how long do you think you could realistically survive in a zombie apocalypse? And everyone thinks that they would survive like months, or like they would be the person that lives. And I was like, the amount of people that would die from like dysentery alone, or dehydration, would be astounding. Like someone would drink creek water and now dead within a month. Like it would be so fast. So many people would die from that. The first time someone would have to light a campfire or catch a rabbit for real. Oh, insta death. Or like building an adequate shelter. You can build a lean-to that'll last you a night, but what happens when it storms? Uh-oh. What happens when you wake up and there's cockroaches and spiders and shit crawling on you? You want to live like that forever? You're like, all it takes is one scream, and all the zombies know where you are. They massacred mac and cheese, so I'm not gonna touch that anymore. But I will take one. Hold on, how much is that? They both weigh the same. I'd make it a couple days just to see the chaos unfold, then I'd check myself out of it. Yeah. We've got well water, a Jenny, multiple acres, and sheep and goats. So you're just living the zomboid lifestyle. Is what you're saying. Yeah, I would say like anyone who hasn't like prepared their own food before, like anyone who hasn't like cleaned up a deer or a rabbit before would not survive. If you can't run a mile in like 10 minutes, you could probably count yourself as dead as well. I think that's pretty fair. Like if you're incapable of running a 10-minute mile or below, you're probably just dead. You're gonna like roll your ankle climbing a hill and that'll be it. Question is walkers or sprinters? If it's sprinters, everyone dies. Everyone dies. There's no way you're out sprinting thousands of zombified people. That's just not happening. Yeah, if it's sprinters, everyone's dead. If it's like the Walking Dead zombies, so many people are gonna die from just like sick shit. I think location would matter more than pure knowledge in the first 2 months. 100%. If you're in a city, you're probably just dead. Because what are you gonna do? Drive your car out of it? Well, so are millions of other people dead. You're gonna get stuck in a traffic stop. It's gonna be like The Last of Us. You're like, but I'll hike my way out. No, you won't. No, you won't. Because the people that are like, I would just walk out. Like, I would just hike my way out of the city or whatever. I would go on foot. Have you done a 10-mile hike before? Ever? Like, really, how many people have done like a 10-mile hike before? Do that every day now. While also, like, your adrenaline's pumped. Like, yeah, it's just not going to happen. Probably get nuked too. Yeah, they would definitely start bombing the cities. Oh no.
Sure, we'd be happy to take your money. Yep, just go
I
to our
forgot
Kickstarter
these.
page. Okay, nice idiot. Fuck you. Bye bye.
Ren, thank you for the Twitch Prime. Mwah, mwah, and mwah, mwah. I completely forgot about these. I'm gonna be real. So we know Dick Pond is this way. Your body is made for walking? Yeah, but most Americans are not. Like, let's be real. Most Americans are not made for walking anymore. Boat may work. Again, if you have experience and you are stocked ahead of time. Yeah, 100% a boat could work. You go sit out you go spend a few days out on a lake. If you're okay with cleaning fish, you've done it before, you know how to catch your own bait. Probably be okay for a while. Can you survive off of just fish, though? I feel like, yeah, fish are pretty nutrient dense, right? But if you carry anything, you're gonna be smoked. What am I missing? Without anything weighing you down? Yeah, no, dude, imagine trying to, like, walk, again, like, walking 10 miles regularly is going to exert pretty much, like, any average person who isn't regularly doing that or training for that. Carrying a backpack with like 20-30 pounds of gear, gonna fuck you up. And that's if you're like a single person. Like, I have a daughter, I have a toddler running around. Like, that means I'd be having to carry a 30-40 pound human on my back for half of those miles at least. There's no way a toddler's walking 5 miles, let alone 10. You carry another human on your back for 10 miles multiple times, and then still, after walking those 10 miles, be able to set up a reasonable camp to live in for the night. That's just not gonna happen. Everyone, yeah, okay, sorry, the bathtub made me think of this. The amount of people that were like, we would just fill up our bathtubs with water. The first thing I would do, fill up, you're gonna put stagnant water in a bathtub and drink from that for weeks? You'll die. You're going to get some infection or disease, like bacteria is going to grow in that and you're dead. If your plan is to fill up your bathtub with water and just live off of that for a month until everything calms down, you're dead. 40 pounds for 10 miles, that's something we don't do in the middle. You know, like, think about that. That's not even including the gear, like the supplies you have on you in a backpack too. It'd be rough. Is surviving off of fish even an actual realistic thing, though? If a zombie or multiple get into the water, you obviously wouldn't drink the water due to
Sure,
the
we'd
risk.
be happy to take your money.
I don't know.
Yep, just go to our Kickstarter page. Okay, nice idiot. Fuck you. Bye bye.
Is that teal? I'm gonna say teal is how I'm gonna pronounce that. Thank you for the tier 1, sir. The bacteria in corpses as well. As an American no longer made for walking, I would make it however far my car would get me. Which, but like if you're in a city though, that's the thing. If you're in a city, that wouldn't be far because everyone, you know, hundreds of thousands of people would also be doing that. Listen, I live in the Midwest and we have 2 times a year, and that is snow and construction season for road work. Multiple highways by me are just 2 lanes. And I live next to a pretty large city. So like hundreds of thousands of people through 2 lanes of traffic. We're all dead. Like anyone who takes their car is dead. I didn't realize I was so overlooked. Hold on. We're gonna have to shed some gear. Oh no, wait, I have a duffel bag now. I'm an idiot. Why I have not been, I got so distracted by this. I'm actually just killing my guy. Poor Lawrence. You can boil water, it doesn't get rid of the thing is you can boil water, it doesn't get rid of the dirt in the water. Yeah. Okay, that's fair. I just don't think many people are like, I think we all think we would survive, and the reality is, out of the combined audience we have, what are we at here? Maybe a little over 400 something people. So we'll drop it down. If we say out of the 400 people, what, maybe 5 of us would probably live a week. I think that's a pretty solid number. I think 5 was being generous. And that's without like the panic, the stress of any of that other people involved. That's just like if you were Project Salvador in real life and you were the only surviving people. I think if you live in a city, yeah, like if you live in a city, you can just chalk yourself up. You're dead. Like the most plausible outcome of that is you die if you're in the city. That's just like if you flatten that so that you're the people in the rural areas, and that just comes down to like how long can you survive based off what you have now. Because the first time you go to get supplies, you would probably die. Welcome to the stream where we talk about how you're going to die today. Yeah, how many people would just like break from insanity? Like so many of us would just break from insanity of just off the stress of all of that. So many people would. You see your neighbor walking around missing his jaw with like bones protruding out of his body as he walks towards you. I'd piss myself. Are you kidding me? Like I'd shit myself if I saw that. The only people left will be the Sigmas. Yeah, it'll be the red pill fucking Andrew Tate fans. They'll survive. They're the ones. They're the ones that'll bring us to the new age.
As you've said before, Preeds, I got a claymore, I'm good.
That's true.
I'll at least killing one of them.
Thank you for the 5, Frankie. That's true. Frankie does have several medieval weapons. And he'd probably be okay. So Frankie's 1. There's 4 left. Out of all of you, there are 4 people. There's four of the 450. Which ones? Who else claims a spot? I'll sacrifice mine. There's no way I would survive. Maybe a few days, but a family of 3. No. Family of 3 where I am, where it's like, no, it's just not happening. Teal? Oh, thank you for the gifted subs. Appreciate you. A legend. The 5 gifted subs. Ira has 24 hours to respond. Appreciate you, sir. People are dying and zombies are shambling around the streets. On the other hand, no taxes. Yes, okay, yes. It's not all bad. No taxes. That's pretty cool. Survive 3 days and die of dehydration. Oh, I think what would happen is people would, like, dehydration would set in. And I think there are very few just, like, humans in the world that have, like, lived through a level of dehydration where they would drink anything. Like, we've all been thirsty before. How thirsty have you been? You know what I mean? Like, there's levels to this. And I think most of us have not hit that before. Ren, with the bits, thank you. Oh, fuck. Ira. I wasn't serious. Jesus Christ. Hold on, I have to give it a second. Ira, thank you for the 10 more gifted subs. A legend. Thank you, Jesus Christ. Well, thank you, sir. I wasn't serious. I didn't really mean you had to. You guys are awesome, dude.
It survived for a bit. Armory plus modern ballistic armor.
Nice. Well, thank you, Crimson, for the $2. Armor plus so ballistic armor and guns. Yeah, but guns are going to attract. Here's I think like. Okay, and this is not someone who, like, I've shot in guns before. I've gone to, like, shooting ranges and stuff. I don't personally own one because we have a small child, but, like, as someone who has shot in guns and, like, gone hunting and stuff, gunshots I don't think would really attract zombies. Have you, like, for people who are in the woods, you kind of get the general sense of where a shot is fired from, but it's not like in Zomboid where, like, your feet location pings out to the world. You would hear it echoing and like ricocheting, like echoing off of trees and stuff. It's not going to. You wouldn't have a pinpoint location. You would just have a general direction. I don't think that would something that would really. I think you could actually fire guns in relative safety, for the most part. If you don't plan beforehand and aftercare properly, you will die. Dude, imagine the trench foot people would get from wearing the same, like. Or just the infections from wearing the same boots or shoes for weeks on end. Take all that. Actually, what time? It's already 10 o'clock. Let's, Is there still gonna be bad smell? Oh, yeah, probably. Okay. Let's read through that. Oh my god, this is gonna take forever. Or socks or boxers. Yeah, dude. Oh. You're gonna chafe for the first time after that walk and never want to move again. That's what's gonna kill people. The chafing. The lack of basic hygiene. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, so many people would die of just like simple shit like that. It depends on what type of zombies. I think we agreed if it was just like shamblers. Like if sprinters, everyone's dead, but shamblers is doable. I have not been paying attention in Zomboid for a while. I'm sorry. Just been walking around like looting shit without really even thinking. I know I need paper clips. Can't I? I can turn these into hooks, can't I? Yeah, see right there. Okay. Let's, real quick. Arctic Zomboid map. B42. I need to figure out where I am. I should have just made this, open. Oh, this is not good. I know we are in like the middle of the map. We almost have to be like, where's the bend? The bend was up here. We followed this down, went across. We went down, north, up, over to the bend, and then back down. Okay, we are actually almost spot on where I wanted to be. We just need to go this way. I didn't realize I was this close. Yeah, we're right here. I didn't realize we were like right like here. Okay, that's so nice. You're close to Old Ekron. I'm pretty. Yeah, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I was like directly above, which is exactly where I wanted to go. I wanted right here, and we can base up in one of these houses. Probably not this one. It's too small, but be over here. There's more zombies up there, but that's fine.
Sure, we'd be happy to take your money. Yep, just go to our Kickstarter page. Okay, nice idiot.
Mistake.
Fuck you. Bye-bye.
Good afternoon, funny man.
Good afternoon. Thank you for the tier 1. How have you been? Well, oh shit, not even for the tier 1. Thank you for the 2 months. I didn't even realize that. A legend. Has it really been? I guess this would be the 2nd month, right? Because April was the start. Did I drop it on the ground? Or am I? Okay. Oh no, I set it down. I'm stupid. Let's go ahead. I should have grabbed like that pot. Oh wait, here we go. The trail work. Put peanut. Oh, this is gonna be so gross. What's wrong with it? It's just unhappiness. Why? Why are we so unhappy? It's just a meat roast, a nice beef roast with peanut butter as a condiment. Let's throw that bitch in there. Cook it up. Longtime YouTube watcher, but only now just figured out that he streams. I stream very sporadically on YouTube. And I stream on Wednesdays and Fridays on Twitch as of April this year. So you haven't missed much. I promise. I live in Canada, and the way nobody would survive -35 Celsius is crazy. Like, maybe an argument for summer, but that will be... Yes. Yeah, people are... Dude, imagine, like, the middle of the summer in, like, the UK. Are we unhappy with this because of what? Are we unhappy because of the peanut butter? I thought that'd be a nice touch. Apparently not. Oh, this is so nice. Okay, we're gonna be okay. We are going to be A-okay. For starters, there's so much meat. What else can I throw in here? I'm just gonna eat this, but under the sink I can put all my knives, right? Is there, I guess it's a basement right here, right? Well, that was a zombie for a second. Couldn't see. No, we're good. Down here, I'll put all my medical supplies down here. Okay. Looking pretty good so far. Little man cave down here. It's my fanny pack. Watermelon. Let's eat half of this. It'll bum me out. It's not gonna bum me out, actually. Even better. And let's go cause some chaos. And by that I mean loot the other houses. Because there's a pond back here, too. Still got it.
I wonder what some of the trash people will think if I bring them cut up water bottles to be recycled?
Good question. Out of context, hilarious. But now that we know that you have, well, now that the audience knows that you have several medieval weapons, still pretty funny. Thank you for the dono, Frankie. The most real scenario with zombies seems to be the Last of Us case. The fact that the cordyceps really exists, control minds of insects is nuts. That is very true. It's very disturbing. You ever seen, what was it, like ants? Is it ants that have it? It like grows over them. It's very disgusting. We can loot the houses later. I want to go grab some more weapons for now. It is the ants, yeah, and it grows like on them. It's so gross. Days Gone. I've been getting requests to play Days Gone. It looks very fun. I don't know if I'd ever make any content on it though. Maybe we'll stream it one day. Good. I want to go, there's the bookstore down here. I want to go hit that very fast. This city's like dead. Where are all the zombies? This is normal pop spawns. Did I just miss? Hold on. There we go. Yep. Give me that. Give me carving 2 and 3. Massive right there. Massive grab. It's 23, so we don't need our backpack right now. He's in the bathroom. I think they meant modern explosive military. No, no, no. He has a literal claymore sword. Frank, he's posted a few videos of it in on my Discord. It's a big ass medieval sword, legit. They heard Predz was in town and said, "Fuck it, I'm going to a different cell." Apparently, because I don't think I've ever been in this town that's so dead. If this is what it is, this is just a free town. Like, I'm just going to live here and build 42. And just do raids into other places, because that's insane. Why is it so empty? I want the bowl. I just like how bookshops have less skill books now. Yes. Does feel much emptier. But there's like regular... It's because there's more like actual books now that aren't just book 1, book 2, book 3. But they put names on the novels and stuff now. We'll take these though. It's not a bad haul so far. I think really it just makes you have to loot more houses now, right? And get a little bit luckier in houses instead of just going like directly to POIs. You know what mod I didn't put in here that I should have was Saf's cooking. Goated mod. Probably my favorite Zomboid mod to date. Oh wait, hold on, we got exposure survival. That was trapping. Caffeine pills. I'm assuming caffeine pills are the new vitamins. I think we talked about this last time, but I'm very happy with that change. Vitamins were dumb. Caffeine pills are not. I like those. I should be collecting these because I'm gonna need to repair the generator once I can get one. I really need a car to go get a generator though. Just no, we don't have time for that. Good. Why do you not use the highlight targeting system? I'm just not a big fan of it. At least in build 41, it was separate from the guns. So like whatever you were highlighted, like the highlight target you were aiming at wasn't necessarily the highlight or the target that you would hit with a gun. And I just got very annoyed with having to deal with that and turn it off. Did you ever do a video on the new radio or television broadcast? No. I don't really cover lore-based stuff. Someone should make a mod to crush up a whole bottle of caffeine pills for easier consumption, like adding it to water, or that. Nope. Actually, this is gonna be a great test. We can see just how many zombies are actually here. Hello, Oppenheimer. Good to see you. How many more? What, 3 more over there? Nope, not picking it up. We want to remove. It's gonna attract all 14 zombies. Dead ass. Like, we've got 4 over here, maybe? Let's see. But you can't just inhale an entire bottle of caffeine pills like we used to, for real? Honestly, I'm okay with that. That's fine, because I think I gave that a good show in the Max Health Skills video. Of like, you could just walk around with 30 bottles of vitamins and never have to worry about anything. I would go during the combat montage. I was going like 3-4 in-game days, so we're talking 3 or 4 hours of real-life session time without sleeping in-game, where I could just keep popping. I know like Staff's Cooking had the protein bars, which were nice, but you could just pop protein bars or the 30 bottles of vitamins I was stacking. Like, it was just, it was extensive. We can all agree on that. You actually get sick now? Nice. 30 bottles of alcohol. Just crushing beers. I'm down. Kool-Aid man through the walls. You can pin it. So can you pin it to show your earned XP now? I'm sorry, what are we in regards to? Oh, like my, no, this is a mod. It's the RuneScape XP mod ticker. Average Wednesday. I drink a beer. What? I drink another beer. What? Oh, here. Let's go back. Well, let me get rid of that really quick. All right, we're good on food. I do want to run back and drop this stuff off. That attracted. It's 2 over there, 3 over there, 6, 8 zombies. Not even, you guys said 15. Whoever said 15 over exaggerated by 200%. Or 100%. I don't know what the math is. It doubled. We were half correct. There was 9 zombies over here. So actually maybe a total of 15 if you count the like 6 I killed. This is a whole town. There should be like a few hundred here, at least. Like there's more here than where the alarm went off. What are we doing? Just drop all this on the ground really quick. That was gonna be enough to kill him. This one off though. Uh-oh. Hold on. Are we still good with Twitch streams? Is Twitch frozen? Did we lose Twitch? Or not Twitch, YouTube, sorry. Did we lose the YouTube stream? Hold on. Let's refresh. Twitch is still good. YouTube is white screening for me right now. Hold on. Go live. It says we're live. Connect streaming software to be live. Is it not? Are we good still? We're still here? Okay. Okay. YouTube is fine. Good. For me, it was like the entire dashboard screen was just frozen. Okay. Thank God. We're good. Sorry. Panicked for a second. YouTube is okay. Yeah. Thank you guys. Yeah, I looked over and it was just the can I show this again? This was just like froze, like it was just spinning wheel. All of this was just blanked out, and then the chat was stuck like way up here. It just wasn't moving. There wasn't an arrow, it just wasn't refreshing the chat. It was just stuck that way. Okay, back in. I panicked though. Okay, back to the grind. So we need a pair of scissors, I guess, is our next thing if we're gonna get tailoring. Clear out the area really quick though, or not. Just gonna lose him behind the house here. Loop back around. They'll never know. They should have been on Twitch. If they were all watching on Twitch, this wouldn't have happened. Just be a huge asshole about it. Oh, see, if they were just watching on Twitch, wouldn't have to worry about the YouTube stream freezing. I want to change clothes, but I feel like these just fit Lawrence. Like, this is Lawrence. He wears, well, I guess he wears jorts, doesn't he? Not just regular jeans. A pack of hot dogs. Nice. Booze. Love that. Gotta drive me back soon. Yes, have a good one, Ira. See you soon. We'll be live on YouTube for about 2 more hours, then we'll go another hour or 2 on Twitch after. So if you don't see me on YouTube, that's why. It was 5 zombies a minute. Yeah, there are more zombies around this house than in the center of the town when the alarm went off. That is crazy. Okay, so I need scissors is what we need to be looking for, right? Because then I can use the scissors to cut, is that really what it is? Cut sheet, medical shears, but it could also just be like what? Scissors. Or I can make garbage bag clothes. Well, I could make foot wraps. Okay, so there are a few different ways to go about this, but again, all of them require scissors, right? I already looted this one. We'll start hitting these ones up. I'm just being a silly guy. Oh, you silly little guy, you. Oh, can I still catch, like, the end of it? I wasn't going to. Probably not, right? Chicken leg. Okay. We'll cook this back at the house tonight. I'm really like a little like I'm a little shocked we haven't found scissors, to be honest. I feel like I usually find those fairly quickly. Or like they're on corpses. Some twine, but I can always just come back to that later. Just pulled that chicken leg off a zombie. He should be fine as long as his maintenance and two-handed skills are high enough. True. He needs to be grinding his katana or his long blade skills if he wants to succeed with the claymore. Do you have scissors on you? Nope. No, just a letter opener. What are your thoughts on grabbing magazines and books? I grab way too many. I always collect books and magazines. Always. I just hoard them. So in my mind, I'm always like, oh, I'll use these eventually, even if the build doesn't really rely on it at all or have a need for them. I'll still just grab them. What town are we in? Phallus Lake or Dick Pond, whichever one sounds better to you. God, we are having no luck. Another fanny pack. Double the drip.
Sure, we'd be happy to take your money. Yep, just go to our
Big
Kickstarter
Sexy.
page. Okay, nice.
What a
idiot.
name.
Fuck you. Bye bye.
Thank you for the prime. We found him. Yes. Oh, thank God. That's all we need. I don't even think we'll need a tailoring book, honestly. I think we'll be okay with just these. A box of batteries, we'll take that too. Gonna head out. Gonna look with the rest. Have a good one, awesome artist. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you have a good stream, Preds. Yes, thanks, Power. Are you heading out? Let's see. YouTube viewers really heard Indie Mondays and still decided to stay on YouTube. I know. For all of you, I think we're up about 300 people since the start of it, so I'll explain it again. I think what we'll do on Twitch going forward, I don't know when, we'll have to set a date to start it, but so for all the new people who have joined, I get a lot of emails throughout the weeks of like indie devs who have you know, they have a game they want to release or like soft launch with a demo, and they'll just email me keys to like play their games. And I never really get a chance to play them or to show them off or like make content on them. So I think what we're gonna start doing is on Mondays, maybe not this Monday because I have a lot of like stuff I need to just organize out and like work I need to get done. But I want to set like a day where we can sit down, probably like Monday nights maybe. And what we'll do is we'll pick an indie game, or like I'll pick one of the 20 or so games that I get sent that week, and I'll play it, whichever one looks the most appealing. And we'll play it on stream on Twitch for a few hours. And then once at the end of that stream, we'll get a few keys, like because they'll typically send me like 3 to 5 keys, or they'll say like we can send you more keys if you'd like, but here's a key just so you can play, you know, our game. And I'm sure if I reach out, they could send me more keys. And what we'll do is, or the plan is to, you know, stream those games for a few hours, and then give out keys to anyone who's interested in those games as a way to kind of like help those indie devs get their game out a little bit more and promote it a little bit awesome, or a little bit more. Sorry, I was reading chat and just saw the word awesome. But I think it would be a way to help them get more eyes on their game without them having to like pay for a sponsorship. And it's something I can just do to like help with streaming a little bit more on more of a set schedule. So I think we'll do like Mondays for that. Again, I don't have a set time or like even a date that I would start that with, but we'll go from there. So if you're interested in that for YouTube, that'll be on Twitch, and then what I'll do is I'll VOD that as well. And those VODs will go in the second channel just like all the other ones. But I think that would be fun, and a way to kind of like shake it up from the normal content. Have you heard of Vintage Story, and would you consider it an indie? I would consider it an indie. I have heard of it. I own it. I am planning on making a video on it this summer. I haven't started recording it yet because I've had other projects in the works currently that I want to finish. But I know a Vintage Story, and I do own it. I just haven't played it yet. We have so much food. I should be taking all the meat and putting it in the freezer, actually. We have a lot of skill books I need to read. Any tips to remove a piece of glass from hand? Yeah, I think everyone else beat me to it with tweezers. Tweezers would be the play for that. I put all my medical supplies downstairs, didn't I? Yeah. Well, we can use the paper clips and the twine for fishing poles, right? I don't want to do anything else with them right now. The crowbar I'll keep on me because I can use that to open stuff. A lot of this is just extra food, which can go here for now. These are going to be my knives. I need a place to put weapons, though. Oh, you know what? I'm stupid. How about this shelf? Looks good. Don't need 2 saws, so we can actually just put you on the table. Don't have a need for you at the moment. Scissors I do have a need for. We'll do that in the morning. There we go. We're going to run with them because everyone told us not to. Hell yeah. Oh, sorry for scissors. I just thought you were just like being motivational. Like, we're gonna break away from. No. Scissors we're going to get tailoring 1 with. Because I'm assuming we can. Okay, so someone walk me through how I can do this. I just need to cut them, right? Yeah. I just need to collect all the clothes is really what I need to do. Let's try this out. Or not. Hold on. I know I can cut up denim. Oh, I guess it's too dark, right? Same with the socks. If I shorten them, I need long socks to shorten them. I have long socks though. What about the t-shirts? Nothing, I can just rip them up. I'm assuming I need like long sleeve shirts. Crafting service like a table or something. So if I just go stand next to the table. Shortened trousers, here we go. We just need to do that 130 more times. We're well on our way, but we have jorts now. That didn't do anything. And if I cut all this up, is that going to do anything? If I cut my jorts up? No. Why would it? We're just going to make a pile of shit over here. Okay. Next up. I mean, we still need to be doing looting runs, I think. Place you up here because I have the kettle. Yeah, we still need to be doing looting runs. I don't have enough gear yet in general. There's still like too many individual items that I need. Can't you take thread from rags for XP? But you need tailoring 1 to take thread from rags. And to get that, you need to cut clothes up. From what you guys were saying. But it has to be certain clothes, right? Will maggots go bad? No, they'll just stay uncooked, which is fine, because I want to use those for bait. Are you using crafting mods? No, I am not. I'm trying to refrain from those for now. Until I get a better understanding of the normal crafting menu. Got more non-perishables. It's got to be like right in here. Yep. Can you not make DIY clothes? You can. You can. So maybe we'll just do that. Maybe it'll just be, but you can't like... You can rip clothing. Okay. Yeah, so we'll just have to keep collecting clothing. Ideally, we can get a book. Like, that's the thing is, I don't want to waste time, especially with slow reader right now. I don't want to waste a ton of time on, like, reading skill books until I have a generator. which I guess I don't really need because I have food, but there's also going to be a heli event, and I would just want to be as prepared as possible for the, you know, 4 zombies that are going to come walking over. Hold all these in the fanny pack. Can I just do scissors? There we go. Okay. Why do people not like the heli event? Because it stresses them out and it shakes them up from what they're already planning to do. New from YouTube, how often does Predz stream? On Wednesdays and Fridays, typically 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern on Wednesdays, and then I go a little bit later on Fridays from about 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern. Give or take. But I'm thinking with Fridays, we might just do that as an all-day stream as well and do like 12 to 10 and just split it into 2 streams like we're going to do today. Just going to have stream on as background noise. All good. I don't care how you watch or if you just listen or if I'm background noise. I just care that you watch. Lurk maxing. Dead ass. I can distill it down to anything. Call it whatever you want as long as I get paid. And then we all win. Everything's looted over here, right? The bookstore had nothing. Well, it didn't have nothing. It just didn't have everything I needed, which is basically nothing, you know? But we're here. Do the dubious creatures love to scare you always? No, 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 no. That's more of a beaver thing. Also, I can say it because, like, first of all, most of you are gonna forget by the time it comes out. Beaver has a little voice cameo appearance in my next, not my next video, in 2 videos from now. So not this upcoming video, but the next one. He lended me a helping hand for the intro because we did a little skit, and I needed him for like 2 lines. So when that video releases, it'll be in like 2 weeks. When that video inevitably releases, be sure to go to his Discord and or his streams and be like, hey, I know you. You did a voiceover. Have you played Terraria? I've tried it. I just can't get into it. I wanted to like it. A pack of beer cans. That's a Lawrence item. We'll be taking that. You're coming with us. A whole ham? You're coming with us. Can I do anything with the tank tops? Stretch out extra long clothing. I do need a needle still. First stream I've caught. Hope you're having fun. Well, hello, Dr. Sandman. Thanks for tuning in. If you run it in the background, don't mute the stream, as it will not count as you being in stream. You have to mute the tab instead, and it will still count as you. Yeah, but we don't want to like bot the streams. We just want to like. We just want to farm the lurkers. That's what we want. We're not about botting or embedding here. We just want you to fall asleep to me. Have you played Factorio? I have, and I had to stop because I don't know if you know this about me, but I'm someone who is very, interested in Factorio. You know what I mean? So I put like 18 hours into it in a day when I played it, and then I was like, I can't do this because I have a job. At the time, I had like a real big boy job, not like YouTube. So, have you played insert game here? Just farm the questions. Let's see. We'll do some questions. It's not botting. I would feel like if you're like I guess if you're muting the stream to like step away, sure, but like don't be like opening up 15 tabs and putting me on them and then walking away. Will you ever make Factorio videos? Maybe like 1 or 2. I don't really see it being like a staple type of content, if that makes sense for me. I know it is like for a lot, like I know like a Troop and I love his videos and stuff, but like for me, it's not something I see myself doing a lot of because it could just be there's too many other games for me to get to, and that's just how some of them have to be chopped from the list, unfortunately. Play Factorio? Maybe. Have you played DayZ? Yes, I actually, me, Beaver, Rick, and it might have just, it was Matt, I think Mavin was with us too, Mad Mavin. We did the new DayZ, the winter map DLC when it released. We streamed that together. That was fun. I need to... I have so much clothes on me. That was the worst time to get exerted. I don't want boxers or the pants. I just wanted the skirt. Can we go battery? Where? Oh, he's in the basement, isn't he? Doing nefarious activities. Hello, Barry. Third fanny pack over the shoulder, can you imagine? First time catching a stream, loved the no skills, max skills vid, now I'm trying it on build 42. Fun times. That sounds horrible, but hi. I would not subject that to anyone. Especially on build 42. Yeah, I would say expect a build 42 max all skills video. Maybe like at the end, like I'm waiting for stable, I guess is the best way I can say it. I do not feel comfortable attempting it right now. I'm gonna wait for stable. So if for anyone who's like expecting that soonish, it's not going to be soon. Pretty sure you introduced me to RimWorld and Project Zomboid, just making me addicted to those games. I do really like RimWorld. My videos don't hit with it. I'm not good at making RimWorld videos, but I like the game. I think I'll make another RimWorld video this year. I have plans to. Like it's on a notebook somewhere of like ideas for it. That'll just be like I have a weekend free. Let me sit down and like knock out a RimWorld video. The Rust PvE video too, by the way, for those who remember that, is coming. We're gonna record it next week. I'm gonna sit down with another tuber of you, and we're gonna record it next week. So expect that probably within the month, I would think. Yeah, good enough. stable won't be for another 6 months. That's fine. I can use the break from Zomboid. Kenchi challenge. Yeah, I'm gonna start recording that run on Friday. We'll stream it on YouTube. That'll be a YouTube. It won't be a multi-stream. It'll just be a YouTube exclusive stream. Does RimWorld have an ending? It has multiple endings depending on your playthrough. Whole channel mascots based on a game we don't play. And to be fair, when I launched this channel, the first videos on it were RuneScape, the first videos on it were RimWorld. Were the very first videos on this channel. I think they're still up. Like RimWorld and like Zomboid clip like 1 minute little short story videos. Like meme shit posting was how I started. I just want tweezers. What was going on over here? Did I do this? I don't remember doing this, but I must have. First time catching a stream, love all the PC videos. Been playing 41 in a server with a friend, and I started maxing out all skills while watching your videos, and no skills to max. Well, thank you. One was the falling man to the tune of There Goes My Hero. Yes, and now it has been immortalized because there is a mod for that now, which is hilarious. But yes, that is very true. That was my first that was my first video to get 100,000 views. Was him jumping out a window to There Goes My Hero. And I can't even play it on YouTube anymore. Like it's still public, and it always, like, I'm just gonna keep it public, but it was copyright claimed because I put too much of the song in it. So first video to get copyright claimed and first video to get 100,000 views was, I don't know, a 30-second clip of me jumping off a building to There Goes My Hero, to Foo Fighters' Hero in the background. Did I actually loot this house? I must have, right? I hit all of these. I was just looting the same house as I had looted before. Jesus Christ, not paying attention at all. What do we got here? Have you tried the game Outward? I have. I have about 4 hours in it. Bought it like 5 years ago. Played it one time and never picked it back up. Oh, where the hell did you come from? Give me something, please. No. Nothing. Why would there be books here? People from Kentucky don't read. Too dark. That's better. Kind of. We got the stair light on. I'm tired of winning, Mr. Pretz. No, you're not. Get back out there and win some more, God damn it. Are you running desensitized? I am not. Not this run. Normally I do. Not this run, no. Normally, yes. This time, no. Oh, you know what? Wait, hold on. We don't want to do that yet. I haven't read the book. I have volume 2. This seems almost like a nicer base location, honestly. Little fenced-in area with the crates. I might move over here. Realistically, though, I know what I'm gonna do, and it's going to be in the town a little bit more. I got an AP World exam tomorrow. Pray for me. Good luck. High school was an experience. I think for my AP World class, we all, like, I think only 3 of us took, like, we all were in agreement. We all took the AP class, and then none of us took the exam. Only, like, 3 of us actually took the exam from it. You gotta set up at the Muldra police station. It's so sick. What have they changed on it? I haven't been over to it since 42. Like, I've played in Muldra. I've never hit the police station up though. We're supposed to go to high school? Sometimes. Got a 2nd floor garage and a basement, and it's fenced off. Dope. It's actually pretty sweet. You just gave me an in, though. Give me a book. No. Just dip out back here. Rusty Rifle's the current base location. How? That felt like uninhabitable when I was over there last. I felt like there were so many zombies over there. They're in here still. Where are they? Come on. Ta-da! Give me your skirts and your dresses. And that's about it. And there's more. Yeah, animation canceling, ready? Still works. It can have a basement, not sure if it's 100% spawn rate. Okay. Good to know. Alright, I think we head back. After destroying most of the neighborhood. Is muscle strain still a thing? And how bad is it? I've not tried build 42 in a while. I set it to 0.8 and it's perfect. Bad enough where you can't fight a shit ton of zombies at like the first few levels, but good enough that you're not overburdened by it. If you didn't change it, VHS tapes can only level a skill. No, I already fixed that already. Yep. I reverted that on the disassembling thing, because I think that's really dumb. Did we burn through our whole soundtrack already? Wow. We'll restart. I didn't realize I went through that entire playlist. I don't know where I want to put the maggots. It doesn't matter, but... So you vote love your vids. Thank you. I'm back. I don't even know if my question got answered. Kuma, I'm sorry. No, it didn't. What was your question? I missed it. My B. Eat it. Eat the maggots. Gross. What I will do while we have some time is read that next carving book, though. Hide out in the man cave. Okay, I will... Oh, no, that's going to zoom way too much. I'll be right back. I'm going to run to the bathroom really quick, so... Give me like a minute. Oh, did you miss me? I'm back. Let's answer some questions. Stream is set to 720 max. I believe that's what it is until it, on YouTube is what it's set to until, what's it called? Until it processes afterwards in HD. I don't think able to run it on HD right now, just off regular streams. So I think it caps at 720. Because my bitrate's 15K on it right now, or 10K, sorry. I'm running 15K total. But I do know it processes it into HD after the stream ends. It also might just be a limiter for multi-streaming. I'll have to look into it more, though. Reverted what in the disassembly thing? I reverted the changes. Because it's like, you can only disassemble stuff to level 3. And you can only get XP from VHS tapes until 3 as well. I set them both to 10. Which is what it used to be. Have I decided on my PvE shooter yet? We've been just rocking Destiny 2 for now. It's been a lot of Destiny 2. We're going through like the old expansions. So we started with like the Witch Queen, and we're just working through like a mission a day on that. It's been a lot of fun. Just taking it slow, enjoying it for what it is. What's your gaming rig specs? Good question. Let's pull them up. I rock, if I go to performance, I rock an Intel i9 10900K CPU, 3.7 gigahertz, 32 gigs of RAM. I rock a GeForce RTX 3060 GPU. 16 gigs of GPU memory. I haven't upgraded since 2022. I used my first big YouTube check on like upgrading my PC. So that would have been like mid 2022 probably. I need another upgrade though. It's about time. I want to get a I want to build like an editing rig, editing/game dev rig. So that'll probably be like an end of the year expense for me. Because editing, like, especially now that I've been moving towards, I've always done longer videos, but now that we're moving into these like I've always been an hour plus video kind of guy, or like 40 to an hour, but now that we're kind of getting into that 2 hour range sometimes, especially with like the Star Wars videos, but there's a lot of cuts. Resolve does not like it when there are like 1300 cuts and edits in a video. At 32 gigs of RAM, it does not, it chugs. So I want to get at least 64. Ideally 128 for editing, but we'll see. By the way, for anyone with the same issue, turns out Twitch offers 1080p. Yeah, I'll have to look into this, because if I go, like, if I look at it right now, because I can only set the bitrate, but then if I go to, like, live, like, if I go to my content page and go to live for YouTube, and if I just open, like, the last Zomboid stream, it's SD complete for video quality and HD complete for quality, and I'm using the exact same settings that I used for that CDDA stream. So it must just be no HD while live, and then it processes into HD for the VOD. So I guess Twitch has the one-up on that, then. The new DLC comes out in June, by the by. So yeah, okay, that works. That'll be good. Because what we're doing is, like, so me and one of my other buddies has been really busy. So he hasn't even gotten, like, he did, like, the tutorial, and that was it. He's had, like, a... just like really busy with work. He's doing like exams and stuff and getting his certifications done. And me and my other buddy, we don't want to do the new expansion stuff yet without him, because we're gonna do it together. So the two of the three of us, we're just doing the Witch Queen expansion because it's so old that when my other buddy is ready to play again, we can go and just do the new content, and it won't you know, it won't be like we're playing it without him, if that makes sense, because we'll still have all the new stuff to do. It's a way that, like, me and Big Red can still play the game while Panda is away, and then when Panda comes back, we can just hop back in and he won't have missed anything. Yeah, I do stand by it, though. I do want to do some sort of like Friday night raid night with everyone once we get caught up and ready to play. I think that would be a lot of fun. All right. Let's go boogie. 2988. I forgot I had watermelon in my fanny pack for like 5 days too. Gross. What's our weight? 77 and dropping. Not good. Basically, any food I find today we'll just eat. Have you ever collabed with AA? I have. We did a Escape from Knox County video together. He was featured in it for the first 15-20 minutes, I think. We did it like it was on a hardcore Iron Man Zomboid server, so a single life, like high pop, low loot spawn Zomboid server. I hosted it with a bunch of content creators. It was a lot of fun. I have we did 2 Iron Man servers that we've hosted with a shit ton of YouTubers, which was just a fucking blast. And then the first one was just like surviving in Iron Man servers, so we had like, again, hardcore Iron Man, 1 life each. We played through it, and then the finale was like, we're just gonna spawn zombies till everyone dies. And then the next year, the year 2 was Escape from Knox County, which was about a year ago this time. And we could, it was basically like, started with like 4 or 5 of us, and then Newbert and AA died. And so we invited, I can't remember when if Mavin was there from the start. Mavin might have been there from the start, so it might have been like me, Rick, and Mavin by then. And then we invited Beaver, and Beaver was like, fuck yeah, I'm down. And so then we wrote him into the story as like a rescue op, and then had to go complete the rest of the objective with him, because we lost so many YouTubers at the start of the game, and within like the first like week in game, that it was like, we need more people, and this can't get finished. Didn't you play with Hazard too? Yes, Hazard was in the first Iron Man video. That would have been back in 2023. Hello, Beaver. Speak of the fucking devil. Hello. Zomboid server with content creators. You tell me when. You tell me when, sir. We can do that today. Do you have standardized nimble XP? No. Instead, with Build 42, you can modify the XP rates, so I buffed it to like 2.5 instead of 1. I found that's been a nice fit. Oh shit, is this on YouTube? Yes. We're learning how to multi-stream. But yes, is the videos on YouTube? Yes, let me find both of them. We may need to dive into this. We may. We may. You tell me when, sir. I'll be there. Oh, okay, so on. If I go Iron Man. Sorry for the YouTubers, sorry. I need to find these. I'll post both of them. So here's the first Iron Man video. Hold on. Here's the first Iron Man video. This features like 8 YouTubers, okay? That one has about 8 YouTubers. It is me, Rixtitrix, Comp, Coco, Hazard, Newbert, Flame, and Ghost. That is the first video. That one went so well, and we had such a good time, that a year later, we're like, let's run it back, but with a different group. So this is the second one. The second link right here is with AA, Rick, Mavin, Newbert, and Beaver. That is the Escape from Knox County. Both of those are Iron Man servers. I am so dumb. I didn't even realize I was just walking away from the town that whole time. I was just walking and talking. Have you ever thought about trying to use Build 42 multiplayer mod? No. I'm not going to touch Build 42 until multiplayer is stable, until stable is out with multiplayer. Like, in terms of like a multiplayer sphere. Anything MP, I'll stick with Build 41 right now. It's just not worth the hassle of trying to set up. How goes the 42ing? It goes. It goes. How did you like CDDA on build 42? Yes, so I talked to Beaver like a week or two ago about playing the really CDDA challenge. And then we streamed it on YouTube, and then we did it on Twitch. It's fun, but I found the setting, Beaver, when you were like, they did some... So Beaver was the one who told me, like, in 42.6, it was nigh impossible. Because you couldn't go to like your normal places because there's too many zombies. I found the setting. I need to show you really quick. Hold on. I need to show it because I found, and the issue with a really CDDA as a scenario is you can't tweak the what's it called, the like sandbox settings beforehand, right? But I found the checkbox. I don't know if it's checkbox. It's maybe a dial menu to choose from, or like a multiple choice option. I found what you need to check to do it. It's really dumb, but it's a checkbox. It is... It has to do with their spawns, so I don't know if it's in meta. It might be just in zombie. Here we go. Player spawn area. This is it right here. Zombies will not spawn inside the building or around it. With build with 42.7, a really CDDA, zombies do not spawn in the same cell as the house that's on fire at the start. They might spawn in the buildings next to the house, but they will not spawn in the house or around it at the start anymore, which makes the start incredibly easy compared to what it used to be. It's this setting right here. So for everyone that was in the VOD, the really CDDA VOD, that was like, what the hell? Why is it so easy now? Oh my god. That's why. It's that setting. But you can't change that from the scenario. There's no sandbox settings that you can alter in the scenario. The only way to edit that is to add a mod to change sandbox settings, but you can't add the mod, like, you can't start the game and then add the mod before loading in, if that makes sense, with the sandbox settings mod. So, like, it doesn't matter. Like, that start is just fucked now. And that's on science. Okay, back to... We need to do some looting. I'd love to see you and one other Zomboid creator try and lead like 6 new creators to survive as long as possible. Call it ball and chain. Okay. I'll see what I can do. Very interesting, yes. Did you play H1Z1 in its glory days? H1Z1, good sir, was the first zombie survival styled game I ever played. It's what got me into PC gaming. Not the battle royale, just the H1, like it's what, Just Survive now? It's dead, but you know, got killed. But yeah, that is the first like survival style game I had ever played. It's my first game I put 100 hours into on Steam. I am still one of those suckers who checks every so often to be like, it might come back, guys. We don't know. It might. Like, it's never coming back. It's DayZ now. It's like, that's really what it is. It is such a good game. I loved everything about it. It was one of my favorite games. I used to play it on a laptop, and I would get like 15 FPS. Me and Big Red check. I'm not even kidding. Probably like every month or two, we'll check and be like, you think it's coming back? It's probably coming back. It's never coming back. But we can dream. One day it might. I am down. Bet. We need to find 6 newbies now. And kite them to freedom. The devs keep saying maybe because the survival portion of it keeps getting bought and sold. God damn it. Keeps getting bought and sold to different developer companies or studios. And then they keep going like, well, think about it. And then I think they realize like it's going to be way more work than it's worth. And they don't want to do that. It's going to pull all 5 zombies remaining in the town over here. DM later about it if you want. Yes, hit me up. You know the drill, sir. We'll go crowbar. Yeah, see, animation canceling very much alive still. Muscle strain is going to impact it a little bit, but again, if we get past the early levels, we're fine. Don't want to ruin the crowbar, though. Okay, let's... organize. And Global 7 announced that a redevelopment is in the works. Thank God. They need to stop edging us. It had so much potential. Dude, you don't even know. It was so much fun. God, that game was awesome. The biggest issue that I have with this game is balancing and keep it interesting with ongoing action, but at the same time, it's not extremely difficult. It has a very high skill floor, I would say, but once you learn how to manipulate zombie pathing and do other stuff like that, immensely easier. Yeah, once you learn it, like, the way I used to always explain it was it would just be, you're gonna die a shit ton, but then eventually, you'll just kick off a good, like, month-long run, and it'll all just come together. And then you never go back. I will say one thing they've done to help with people, like myself, manipulating zombie paths is staggered zombie movement speeds. Some are just shamblers now, some are fast shamblers. That's huge because it was so easy before to shout 5 times, round all the zombies up, and walk them to a different location, and then come back. It's much more difficult now that they all have different movement speeds. There's a gun in that farming building. Yep, there's a whole arsenal in there. It's a massive armory inside. I think we talked about this during the CDDA stream, though. I don't really care about farming or even really even animal husbandry. I think we'll go full carnivore diet with our build and like fishing. And I think that's what we're gonna do for build 42. I just don't really care about farming. It just seems almost like too much effort to really be worth it at this point. Well, I promise I'll read Twitch chat in a second. It's like on the opposite end of the screen for me, so don't want to die here. Just from being an idiot. Our crowbar's not OP anymore. Didn't they get severely nerfed? They seem pretty good now. I think maybe they reverted it. I remember a lot of people were very upset when the Unstable released and they were not that good. But also it's been several months since then and I haven't been keeping up with any of that. So they very well could be fixed by now. What's down here? It's like foraging 1 though. Yeah, ton of seeds. Again, I don't really care. Sorry for spamming with unrelated stuff. Was just commenting my problem. No, all good. All good. Let's see. Farming equals babysitting crops instead of killing zombies. Very true. You're not wrong. Because I was always a big crowbar fan for the longest time. I wanted to like short blades too, but it seems like they're very bad now. So I probably won't be touching them. Is there? Oh, you know what? I probably find a key. Get in here. Definitely should have drank water first, but it's fine. It's just 2. Not lucky enough. Well, I do have a crowbar, so we could just, do this. Still planning on doing a Valheim playthrough. Expect a video probably next week on it. I put 100 hours in Valheim in 2 weeks. Which is why I'm not playing Valheim today. Usually Wednesdays are Valheim stream days. That was lucky. I saw them break the door. I thought I had a little bit more time before they broke this one. Ta-da! It'd be better if it was like RimWorld farming. I think that would just be a little too easy where you just set and forget. I do get what you're saying though. Build 41 farming was too easy, and so far build 42 is too slow and inefficient. I agree. My argument was, why should I waste time farming when I could hunt or trap and have like way faster results? Like, what's the benefit? Versus just hitting a deer with my car. If you could add or change 3 things about Project Zomboid, what would they be? For starters, there are too many empty skills. There are a ton of skills in here that you level to 1 or 2 and then never touch again Case in point, this one right here. More points, or either less electrical levels or more things to do with the electrical skill. I talked about it in the Max All Skills video, but a big one for me is like, why do you get XP for disassembling the items, but you don't get XP for crafting items like walkie-talkies or timers or noisemakers, but you get XP for disassembling them, just not for crafting them, when to me it would make way more sense if you got XP for crafting them. Number 2, cardboard boxes. Why do they total your car if you hit them? That's number 2. Like, remove items like that. You should just be able to run over, and it should just destroy the items in the boxes that you run over. It shouldn't destroy your car. Number 3, RNG XP is the dumbest thing you should ever have in a game. I hate it. I hate everything about RNG based XP. You should never earn XP based on chance, in my opinion. I think that's really stupid. So I would get rid of it. Standardized XP would be in the game as just a part of the game. Those are my 3. Muscle strain isn't that bad at the higher levels. I don't mind muscle strain. I think it was a meme early on. It still sucks. I'm not a huge fan of it, but like, I'm never going to remove it from the game. I'm just not a huge fan of it overall. We'll come back and loot the armory tomorrow. It's already pretty late. All right, we're getting some more migration. Still need to find a tailoring book, but whatever. We'll worry about that later. Ooh, there's a zombie somewhere. Where are you? I hear another on a window. No. Okay. Thought I heard one on a window. Got panicked. I was surprised you didn't try looking for a Porsche in the Max Skills video. I wasn't, so with the cars, I wasn't going out of my way to look for specific ones. But if I found one I liked, I tried to make that a goal to go get it, because it gave me something to do to pass the time. So it wasn't just doing the same activity over and over and over again. Get our weight up. We don't really have a ton of food that's going to keep our weight up. Oh well. Back to reading. 1,200 horsepower to wrap around a light bulb would be peak. Very, very true. If you hit a dead rabbit with your car, it goes flying. Nice. I love that. Out of all the stats other than sprinting and nimble, what was the most annoying to grind? Reloading. Reloading was by far the most annoying. Yeah, that reloading sucked. When you do 100+ day runs, do you slam out 100 hours ASAP? So 100-day runs, like 100-day, if I make a video of like a 100-day video on Zomboid, that'll take 30 hours to record, 30 to 35. And I write my scripts live, like I do linear writing, which means like I'll play for a little bit, and then I stop what I'm doing when something happens. I mark it in an Excel sheet, and then I write in the script what happened. And then I rewrite at the end. I'll do one big rewrite to do any tweaks and changes, and then voiceover. So that'll take about 35 hours to record a 100-day video in Zomboid. It's about a week. And then you think of a factor about a week for editing, 2-week turnaround. Valheim, it took me about 60 hours, give or take, with all the pausing and stuff. But it typically, I usually work on about 3 or 4 different videos at the same time. So for example, I look at the whiteboard. I have Valheim is currently being edited. I gave that to my editor. So that's all recorded, cut up, voiced, everything's trimmed, everything's marked in the Excel sheet of where it should be. It just has to match up to the voiceover. And Shrouded, I'm actively working on. I put about 20 hours in the last 2 days for recording. That script is about 5,500 words long right now. Probably still have a good week or so of recording to go on that. Look back again. What else do I have partially started here? I typically, I run through like 3 or 4 different videos at once. And then I just bounce around to them depending on the day. Let's see. I don't want to talk about some of these yet because they're not started, or like they are started but very loosely. I'll say I have 3 videos currently active that I'm like I have written I have at least started writing them. I have started recording them in some capacity. And then another will start on Friday, so that'll be up to 4. RuneScape Dragonwild says heavy Valheim vibes. Agreed. It just needs about 4 more months and 2/3 of the skills to have skill progression, and I'll be interested in it. Sorry, it's like to answer your question for like longer form videos. Like the Maxwell skills video I said took about 6 months. I recorded that about 2 or 3 days a week. I would record that for like 10 to 12 hours a day. And then I would do the other 2 to 3 days, I would do like other videos. So I'd have weekly videos still, or weekly or bi-weekly videos. Same for like One Painful Year. I would record it for about 2 to 3 days a week and then do other videos. And then once it got close to finishing up, like for maxing all skills, once it got to like the combat grind at the end, I just sat down for like 3 weeks straight and did that. So once I get close to finishing up, I'll just do a sprint. Or I'll just crunch and finish them up and just get them done. But until then, for like the average recording process for those large like 3-4 hour videos, it'll be over the course of several months, and it'll be a few days a week so that I don't burn myself out on one game at a time. Would you rather get nimble from 0 to 10 or reloading from 5 to 10? Hot take, I would rather do, it's gonna sound dumb, I'd rather do nimble 0 to 10 because a lot of it was passive. And what I mean is like I could set nimble and I would just have to check. It was like RuneScape really. I would go out max zoom distance, click something like a cell and a half over, let him walk to that for a minute or 2 at a time, and then I would just come back and click the other spot, and it was another minute or 2, and I would just do other shit while that happened. With reloading, it was just fast enough that I had to constantly be watching it. I couldn't do other things. I had to constantly be staring at it. Like, it was just fast enough that I had to stay focused. Give me just a second. Okay. Rimworld Vanilla expanded, no pause, hard to start, 1 year plus playthrough, please. No. That's okay. Alright, let's go loot the armory. No, I'm okay. I don't think I will do that. Actually, a lot of this can stay here because this isn't going anywhere. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, I Rimworld, I don't know. I don't really like running a ton of mods or anything crazy over. I just like the base game. Oh, you know what we can look for is a car. So we're gonna need to go to West Point and get some fishing poles. It's sad that VFE isn't going to be available for Build 42 since the author died. I know. Very bummed. But it will live on in Build 41. I'm sure someone will end up like remastering it for 42 out of respect. Yeah, that was one of my favorite mods. Oh, I thought they were inside. They were not. They were not inside. I don't want to fuck with that side then. This ain't gonna run. There's no way this runs, right? Out of gas, bad engine, good battery. It's got a key. We're just gonna need a better engine. Which is gonna be a pain in the ass. But... Oh wait, survivor car? Yep. No key though. No key. But any of you? Oh, maybe we get lucky here. Hold on. Maybe we get lucky here. Is there any game like Stellaris that's really fun but has a mountain of DLC that you have ever thought about pirating to get new DLC? The Sims. But I haven't done it, but The Sims. I pirated the old Sims games before they re-released. We get a key. I mean, this engine's still better than the truck. No, nothing. Nothing around it either. Damn. All right, well, at least we can get fuel. And ice cream. I can try to forage in that parking lot for what, a key? No, we would be able to see it. Like foraging won't make the key up here. It'll just show you where it is. We'd be able to see it on the ground. Like it would be like the crack would be a key. No. Key could be in the gas station. Even then we still have the truck. We can just go get that. I just need fuel, which is what I'll get from the gas station. We should keep eating stuff, though. Or wait to go back up. There we go, though. Got some solid magazines. And a hot dog. Nice. and butter. Or not. In the gas station, we're not going to be able to get... Fucking... God damn it. Are we really not going to be able to get any, Oh, there we go. It was like, we just need one gas can to bring it over. Down here, wasn't it? Not bad, not bad. What are the hotkeys to speed up time? F2, F3, F4, and F5. Oh no. Oh no. There we go. And we're moving. Spin back this way. We back up. And we park. And we refuel. Then we take all of this out and throw it on the floor. And now we have truck. Come on. Now we have truck. There we go. Which means now we can go to West Point and get really cool things. Like fishing poles. Or other oddities, I don't know. We'll have to see. All right, really quick, we'll take the rest of the stage just to read. It is like 90 degrees in this room right now. So I'm gonna step out for a few minutes and try to like get the temperature down because I am dying. So enjoy me reading, spam a bunch of questions in both of the chats. I will get to them when I am back. Also, it's a perfect time to do, never mind, our ad just went. So it's a bad time to do ad time, but I'll be back in like 2 or 3 minutes and then we'll do some questions. All right. We're back. Can you guys hear the fan in the background if I do this? If I turn a fan on, do you guys hear that? Awesome. Lo-fi's louder. Sweet. Not really. A little, but not much. Okay. Let's do some questions. Is it already known when online or co-op will come? No. I have no info on that. Carrying on with beating all Star Wars games, no deaths. Are you ever going to do Knights of the Old Republic? Yes. Expect KOTOR videos sometime this summer. I've been wanting to do them for a while. I don't think I'm going to do like a no deaths run. I don't think I'm even going to do a challenge run because I've never played either of the KOTOR games before. And I don't want my first run to be limited to a challenge. So I think I'll probably just do like a retrospective on both games. Give him a fish and he eats for a day. Teach him to fish and he tells stories about the one that got away. Ho ho. Okay, let me scroll up on the Twitch chat. Hold on, we're behind. What are you gonna do with this save after stream? Probably nothing, and we'll continue it next week. Because Friday will be a Kenchi stream. Did someone go to Culver's? Is that what we're saying? I'm good. I got KFC watching the stream. Hell yeah. I'm more of a yeah, see, me and Green Jay are on the same page. More of a Culver's guy myself. I'd gladly watch a 24-hour Kenchi video and watch every minute of it. I don't know if I'd do all Kenchi 24 hours. That seems extensive. What are your thoughts on Kenchi 2? I'm ready for it. My body is ready for it. I'm gonna play the fuck out of it. And I think it's gonna be good no matter what. Did you catch my question about the new cities in 42? I did not. Hold on. Have you explored the new cities of Brandenburg, Ekron, and Irvington at all? I have not. I've been avoiding them for like no reason. Sorry, I'm like shoving my face. I haven't eaten yet today. So I'm shoving my face like in between these, trying to mute my mic so you just don't have to listen to me. Because that'd be gross. Has streaming hurt your enjoyment of games at all? I wouldn't say like hurt my enjoyment of them. I got, and I wouldn't even like, just YouTube in general. Making videos and stuff on games. I just like content in general. I used to get really bad anxiety about playing just games for fun. So I used to have this shit where like it basically like ruined games as a hobby for me for a long time, and kind of still, where like every time I eat, like to this day, it's not as bad as it used to be, but when I first started, probably for like until late 2024. I used to have this really bad anxiety of like, why are you playing this game right now when you could be making content? Like, why are you having fun and not recording this right now? Like, that was everything I did. Everything I did. was just like, why are you playing this and not recording and not making a video on this right now? Why are you playing this when you could be doing this? Constantly. That took about 2 years for me to get over, and I still get it now. It's just not nearly as bad anymore. Hold on, my dog just went under my desk and hit the cable for one of my monitors and turned off one of the monitors, and now all of my settings are fucked up. Hold on. Hold on. God damn it. Okay. I think we're back. There we go. All right, where are we? Build 42, your thoughts. I like 80% of it. I think that's been my stance since the release, since December. I like about 80% of it. The lighting changes are good. The adjustments, the optimization has been good. The animations feel much smoother with everything. I'm not huge on the trait reworks, but I get it. I thought I was going to hate the fishing rework. I really enjoy fishing. A lot of bugs still. A lot of bugs. I talk a lot about them in like the CDDA stream and the VODs. I'm not really going to get into them too much here because I'm trying to stay more positive in 2025. But like, there's some pretty bad bugs. I think muscle strain's really dumb. I think a lot of the changes to food, like you can't just eat a box of mac and cheese anymore. I'm not huge on that. Again, I get the reason why. I'm just not really big on it. Yeah, I'd say 80% of the game. I really enjoy 80% of Build 42. The rest is just like personal preference, and a lot of it can just be adjusted in sandbox settings. Am I sick right now? No, my allergies were bad today, but I'm not sick. Why do I sound sick? That might be because I'm using a USB mic, not an XLR. I use 2 different mics for recording and voice, or for voiceovers and streaming. So that might be why. Never played KOTOR as a man this deep into gaming is crazy. I know. I know. For shame. Have a good one, Ren. Appreciate you. Gotta follow the Schlatt rule of having non-stream games. Yeah, but that was what I was running into, is every time I would play a game that I wasn't making a video on or streaming about, I would just be like, why the fuck are you playing this game when you could be like I used to, even with the finals recently, I was getting that, like, oh, we just played the finals for 3 hours and had like a bad queue for World Tour for 3 hours. I could have just been recording and I could have gotten so much work done in those 3 hours. Like, that's the mindset. I still have that. It's just not as bad as it used to be, but I still get that today. Thoughts on the Oblivion remake? I haven't played it yet. Probably won't play it because it looks like so much fun that I would get nothing done. Sorry, I'm just like running around right now. I probably could just keep reading books. The car was the big thing today. We'll finish the carving book. I like that my whole plan today was to test the build, and then I just didn't. I just got started in the game like a normal playthrough. All right, I have a new stream starting in about 10 minutes. I'll leave it up. We'll throw a poll up on YouTube. If you guys would like to serve, we should just continue as a VOD on Twitch. Hold on. I gotta think of how I want to word this. And I feel like this is probably a dumb question. Do I need to shift to YouTube? No, you do not. I need my YouTube audience to switch over to Twitch, actually, because, guys, hold on. Let me just boot it up first. Just hang tight for a second while we boot it up. Twitch is gonna be split into 2 streams today. I was gonna do both on YouTube, but YouTube does not like that, so. Hold on. Because if I can do, let's go to display capture. We'll swap to the different monitor. Wha-bam! Look what's coming up, ladies and gents. I've caved. And in about 6 minutes, the Twitch stream is going to turn into a hardcore Iron Man old school RuneScape run. Now, my question to the YouTube stream is, I can spin up a second YouTube stream and we can continue multi-streaming, or we can just keep it on Twitch and the VOD will go up on the second channel. That is up to you. And we already failed to log in. That is up to you. So, would you rather watch the second stream on YouTube, migrate to Twitch, watch from... But I've caved. I have finally begun my RuneScape addiction again. Preferably, I would prefer if everyone went to Twitch, because the VOD is going to be easier for me to trim down. For Sun YouTube, because I'm going to switch over to different audio tracks. But the RuneScape one is the RuneScape stream is going to be a little bit different, because I'm going to be marking it, because it may or may not, you know, be a video when it's finished. A lot of you are voting. This is what I thought, because everyone on YouTube is going to vote for it to be just on the second YouTube stream. But then I have to make a thumbnail. Again, another thumbnail. So here's what I'm going to do then, because I can't like redirect. Can I log out? World Switcher, here we go. Okay. I can't redirect. We're done with the carving book. Awesome. I can't redirect, but I can link the stream. So I would highly encourage you all to pop on over to hold on. Here we go. To this. There. And we pin this one. There we go. There's the new link to the new stream. We'll be over on Twitch for the next hour and a half, give or take. Grinding through some hardcore Iron Man on RuneScape, which may or may not become a video. I'll leave that up to you guys. But with that, expect another... We'll do another multi-stream on Friday. We'll play another multi-stream on Friday. It'll be Kenchi. It is... If you're thinking of what Kenchi mod is he going to use this time, it is exactly the one you're thinking of, because if you're thinking that, it means you've probably been asking for it for several months now. That will be Friday. New Kenchi stream on YouTube and on Twitch on Friday. Until then, it's time for us to go to Twitch. Hope to see you all there. If not, have a wonderful rest of your day. I will see you all on Friday. Cheers.